All right, yo. Here we are. So we're going to give you the big overview of the next cycle. Okay? So we're going to run through this. No frills, no bullshit, unless that's what we want to do, because that's what we do. But firstly, you know what time it is. Well, let's get some of that.
Oh, yeah.
That Brownie County, baby.
Brownie County.
Spark me up.
Come on, bro. I got you. Come on. Yeah. Get that. Come on.
That's that danky poopy shit. Grew this next to the manure. There we go, y'all. Be easy on her. Okay, let's get her going. So we are in year 4. And this is going to be quarter 4. Which is, come on now. This is peak, y'all.
Peak.
This is peak. This is what we worked our whole lives for. And it's coming right here, right now. So we're gonna, again, go through the big overview and I'm gonna walk you through the process. I purposely forced myself not to even think about this because I wanted to really just do it all live, right here, right now. So that way you kind of get to see even the process and the thinking behind everything. Okay? So firstly, we got to figure out where we're at and we got to figure out where we're going. So we know that when we want to peak is going to be the American Open Finals. That's what this is all gearing up towards. And I think it's a good opportunity too to just reiterate, if you're on this program, and obviously, you know, we got people in all different levels, all different capacities, but if you want to perform at the highest level possible, that's what this is for. Okay, I've had some questions of like, you know, is this the right thing that I should be doing? Is there like, you know, I have these big goals for myself. Is this the right program? Yes. If you want to be the best that you can possibly be, you are in the right place, my friends. Okay? So, we're going to break out the calendar here. So, the American Open Finals is December 5th through the 8th. So, that's going to be our peak. And so, this next cycle is going to begin on, let's see, we have the peak of this cycle on the 5th, which by the way, that's the Evolution Finals. If you haven't signed up, go sign up on the 5th, and then we're gonna have a rest week following that. So the first week of this new cycle is going to be the 14th. And by the way, when we start this next cycle, it is going to launch our next cohort of the Foundations program, all right? So if you know anybody or if you're not a part of the team and you're interested and you want to see what this is all about and you want to basically be guided through a step-by-step process to not only train at the highest level possible, but create a whole life system that is able to support your ability to train at the highest level possible, that's when the next cohort is going to begin. And we only take on new athletes every quarter because there is a step-by-step process that we're going to guide you through. It's going to be weekly education. We're going to build out a whole entire program for you so that ideally, you know, if your aspiration is to be a high-level athlete, it's going to carry you right there. And even further, if you decide that, you know, maybe you want to start giving back, maybe you want to start coaching, maybe you want to be able to express your own genius in a way that kind of serves your team and serves the community, this program also guides you in that direction. Like I said, it's a complete life program, and we're getting ready to launch it or launch the next cohort. So I'm going to be talking about it over and over again. Okay. All right. So we said that we are going to start the 14th. So now we got to count the weeks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 weeks. So as you can see now, this is going to be a little different now because this is a shorter phase. So 8 weeks until the peak But we're going to have a little bit of a longer rest period, okay? So lately we've just had, 1 week rest periods, but we're actually going to be moving in because this is the peak of the peak of the peak. We're going to be moving into a rest year. And I know some people might be a little scared of that. Like, what's that going to look like? But just to give you a little overview, obviously we'll kind of cross that bridge as we get here. Right now we're focused on the peak of the peak, be where we're at right here, right now. But just to give you a little bit of a taste, because again, I've also, as an athlete that hasn't taken more than a week off in forever, that idea of an extended rest period is like, I don't know, bro. All my gains are gonna go. I'm gonna get weak as shit. I'm gonna, everything's gonna fall apart. Like, I understand how that can feel. But know that rest isn't just mean like you're doing nothing. The concept of rest, I also associate with it's the season of winter, the actual season that we'll be going into. Like, the first cycle of the rest year is going to be a rest quarter. So that's like rest after the peak. So that will be like, sit your ass down. But in that winter period, what does nature do in the winter? Everything draws inward. There's more of the contemplation. And I think of I kind of study alchemy, and I develop a lot of this program kind of with those different principles. So the winter is also associated with the air element, okay? And the air element has a lot to do with just ideas and ultimately aligning to potential, realizing the potential and aligning to that potential. So a lot of, especially the beginning of next year, even though the training might not be as intense and heavy because we're going to be in that rest period, there's going to be a lot more work around really just vision casting. What do I see for my life? Where am I ultimately wanting to head? And ultimately in that winter period, allowing all the work that we've done, because we're going hard as shit right now, allowing all the work that we've done to carry us forward, because we need that time. Because again, if you just go and you never take a step back to really see, am I aligned with ultimately what I'm trying to do here? Do I even know what I'm trying to do here? And being able to map that out, so that way when we start to move back into the higher levels of training, you're doing the things that are important. Because it's really easy to just do a bunch of shit. Like, anybody can just, we can flail around, we can go train 20 times a week, like we can work 12 hours a day. It's easy to do a bunch of shit. And we kind of in a culture of like work, and that's cool. I'm no stranger of just working your ass off, but you got to be working on the important shit, or you're just spinning your wheels, okay? And you could be going really, really fast towards a wall. So we want to make sure, okay, this is where we're going. This is the trajectory. I see my potential. I'm aligning to my purpose. I'm channeling my genius. And then that starts in that air element of just these are the ideas. Because you got to envision it first. That's like the first step of alchemy, envisioning. And then we create the intention. That's the fire element. And then we give it charge. And we start to create a container around this. And this is when the emotions really start to come in. That's your purpose. And then we bring it down to earth. Then we ground it. Then we do the damn work. But that work is coming from of this is what's actually important. All right? So that's my spiel of that. Let's keep it rolling. So what do we say? 8 weeks. And then we're going to rest basically the rest of the year. Okay? So that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 4 weeks, 4-week rest period. So that will turn into an actual 12-week cycle. Okay, so let's map that out. Get a different color going here. Let's do standard old black here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're right. I didn't want to do it like this. So it's even. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So it's 12-week cycle. Total. Peak is week 8. So we're going to circle that. All right. And so it's 12 weeks. So we're going to have since we got prep, build, peak, and rest. Okay. So we already know that this is rest. Okay. And then, so let's see. So we have a 4 weeks. So that means we got 8 weeks for the prep, build, and the peak. So things are going to be a little bit condensed. So I'm feeling we're going to do a 2-week prep, and then we'll do 3 and 3. We'll do a 3-week build, and then we'll do a 3-week peak. All right. Okay. So now we need to know what's the average for this quarter as a whole. Oh, we got a handy dandy notebook here. So let's see. We're going to be in year 4, quarter 4. Year 4, quarter 4. That's a 4-1. Hang on. Is that even correct? I might have changed those up. Let me make sure we got year 4. Well, I think that's right. Hold on here. So that's the peak. So that's the prep. Oh no. Hang on here. Rest, prep, build, peak. I'm curious. Because let me see here. Because that's down, down, down. So that's the average. 325 is the average for the year. So that's the build. Okay. And so we're going to go down, down, up. So that's actually a 215. Okay. And then, all right. Yeah, we're still learning here. Okay. So that's a 215 for the quarter. That's a peak. And then the build would be up, up, down. So we already been through there. And then a down, down, 2. So that'd be a 1, 1, 2. Okay. All right. So it's 215. Average. So obviously you can already see that low volume, high intensity, peak, peak. Okay, so the build is the average. So that's a 215. Actually, I want to get a little different color going. Let's go, we'll go blue. So 215 is the average, which is the build. We're going to go up, up, down for the prep. So that's going to be a 3, 2, 4. So still pretty heavy prep here. And then we're going to go down, down, up. So that's just going to be a 1, 1, 5 for the peak. And then rest is going to be down, down, down. So that'd be a 1, 1, 3 for the rest, okay? So now we're going to break down each of these weeks. So obviously we don't have kind of neat little 4-week blocks here. So kind of like we're experiencing right now, well, as we're recording this in the build phase where it was a 5-week, we're going to have to do a little similar thing. So this prep is going to be all 4 combined into 2 weeks. So we'll have a prep of the prep. So it'd be like a prep build, and then it'll be like a build peak kind of idea. Okay? So if we're gonna prep build, then that means, so a normal prep is up, up, down, okay? Which would be a 4, 3, 3. So 4, 3, 3 would be normal, but there's a little bit of a build mixed in there, and a build would be the average. So we'll keep the prep volume and intensity but we'll we'll keep the prep volume and density, but we'll up the intensity. Let's see what that looks like. So that would take it to, instead of a 4-3-3, that'd be a 4-3-4.
Okay.
So let's just, if we're gonna change it, we'll change it, but let's just put that in there for now, see how it works.
Okay.
And then, so this will be a build peak. So normally a build peak, so build is the average, so 3-2-4, but it's a build peak. So I'm thinking that we do like a, let me see, that'd be like a 3-1-5. So that'd be like keep the volume, lower down the density, and then up. So let's see how we feel about that. So we're going from a 4-3-4. I think that works out.
I think it works out.
Okay. Again, this is where like the art comes in. Even though there's a lot of structure behind the numbers and, you know, like the kind of these different rules and things like that, there's still a lot of room for just the art of coaching to come in, where again, we're just ass pulling. It's our technical term now. All right, so now we've got, on the build, we've got a 3-week phase going on. So this would likely, because, you know, we're just jumping right in here on the prep. So I'd imagine we'll do like a rest prep kind of idea. And then we'll do then we can just do like a build and a peak.
And a peak, yeah.
Yep. Build, peak, okay. So the build would be the average if it was just a straight build. So that's a 2-1-5. Okay. So rest would be down, 2. So that'd be a 1-1-3, but it is a prep.
Well, we'll just
so we can
either leave it or just go down 1.
Yeah, so that'd be like a prep would be up, so it'd be 1. So we could do a 2, maybe do like a 2-2-3, because that'd be, we'd keep the volume.
Still keep the prep, some of the prep element.
Yeah.
I like that. 2-2-3 sounds good.
There's still rest, and I mean the intensity, it would be really the main thing.
Yeah. And
we still keep it a little bit of volume in there.
Yeah, that's good.
So that'd be down 2, and that'd be basically keep, up, down 2. So that's a nice mix of everything. And then the peak would be 1-1-5. Okay? So then, let's see. I mean, we'll probably just keep the same format going into this peak. So we'll do like
rest prep.
Yep, we'll do a rest prep. Because again, we're about to have a long rest here. So this is like, we're putting the gas down. Like literally
full send.
Full send. Everything you got, and then we peak, and then we chilling. All right, y'all? So now's the time to gas it. Okay, and then we'll do a build and a peak. All right, and then so the average is 1-1-5, so that'd be go to the build. And then the peak, I mean, it's going to be the same thing.
What are you going to do for the rest?
So rest will go, I mean, we can kind of do the same thing. So we kept up, down 2. So let's just keep that. So same up, down 2 would be a 1, 2, 3. Okay? I mean, that kind of stays in line. So again, even less volume. Keep the, okay, I like that. Boom. And then rest, I mean, this is going to be pretty, you know, we'll talk more about this when we get here. But this is going to be a little bit more of a free flow. I mean, I'll still put the numbers in here. So technically, we'd still have the rest, the prep, the build, and the peak. And we can put the numbers in here. So that'd be like a 1-1-1, which AKA not jack shit. 1-1-1. And then the prep would be a 2-2-2. Got it. And then the build's average. And then peak would be a 1-1-4. Okay? And now I just want to check with this. Let's see. Because, and I'll throw this in here now, we're going to be doing our first Force for Nature retreat, hosted by our boy Johnny Nature and I. That's kind of our collective thing, Force for Nature. A force of nature, for nature. Okay. So now that we have this, now I can just throw out it. I can give you more exact date. Because what I like to do with the events is I like to time the events kind of in these in-between spaces. So that way it's either right at the end of the peak going into a rest, or it's like even maybe at the in the rest period itself. Okay? Because again, when we're deep in training, at least me personally, I don't like to throw other stuff in there because I just want to be full on. Like if we're on a peak week, I want to let's focus on peak week and not have these different events, especially, you know, if I'm the one hosting it, that's a little extra workload. Okay, so this would be, let's write it down here. We're gonna do another color just cause. Boop. Oh. All right, so we're going to be in October. So this will be 10/14. Okay. So, and that'd be the 21st, the 28th, the 4th, and then this would be the week of the 11th, would be the peak week. Let me see, 14, let's do it again. 14, week of the 14th, week of the 21st, week of the 28th, week of the 4th, week of the 11th. Okay, so that would mean that then we'd probably do this, so this weekend, because we kind of cap off the weekend. So that would be like, we'd be looking at the 16th. Force for Nature retreat. Okay, so mark it in your calendars. November 16th. And now I'm just going to give you a little overview because Johnny and I met yesterday to kind of talk about it, set some intentions. What we're going to do is we're going to meet up at the gym. Okay, we'll go through a workout, and if you're on the team, you're following the program, we're gonna max out. We're gonna have a nice fucking heavy day, and then we're going to try to start a little earlier so we can get out of the gym at a good time, and we're gonna head to Indiana Dunes. All right. And then probably pack a lunch. Again, you don't have to remember all this. We'll have some more information, but pack a little lunch, or maybe we'll have something, I don't know yet. And then we'll go on our little nature hike, the same trail that we went on. So it'll be kind of like an explorative, a little more free-flowing, but still kind of integrating some educational stuff in there. And we'll probably have little pit stops along the ways, and let Johnny do his thing, because he's we call him Johnny Nature for a reason. And then we'll cap it off. We'll probably hit up one of the pavilions or something around the area, and we're gonna cook and we're gonna eat. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of that food for life mixed in there, feed y'all real well after a nice long hike, and that'll be a nice big day, obviously, because we're gonna max out, and then we're gonna go on a long hike. Okay, so it's gonna be a nice day, but then we're gonna rest. Okay, that's why I like to do these in these periods, because then we'll go right into a rest period. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. More information by the time this comes up, it'll probably already be up. So check the events tabs in the Mighty Networks. All that stuff gets posted there, and it will be my rule of thumb that I've been operating under, as far as like pricing and stuff like that goes, is if it is free to give, it's free to receive. So if it doesn't cost anything, that's why these videos are all free. Even the free course, it's all free. If it's free to give, it's free to receive. If it is going to cost us to be able to host it and put it on, that's when we ask for contribution. That's when we ask for a donation to help us help you. Okay? And because, yes, we're going to have to buy food, there's going to be travel, we can carpool. So this is going to be a paid thing. If you're a part of the Life Collective, you will get the member discount. It's $50 if you're if you are a member, $75 if you're not a Life Collective member. Okay, and again, it's all donation. If you want to support us more, feel free to support us more. That's just our kind of base level asking. Okay, so that's that. Go ahead and maybe I'll take a step back. If y'all can see that, take a picture of it or something. And I'm actually going to do the same thing so we can do it together. There we go. Boom. Okay, y'all. Next cycle. Get ready. Send it. And, like I said, this is leading up to the American Open Finals. If you, obviously, not everybody may even aspire or is going to be able to qualify. I mean, hell, I still got to qualify to get there. So obviously not everybody's going to be going to the American Open Finals, but that's just as this program is developed, that is the key. Because again, we're trying to perform at the highest level possible here. I'm trying to go all the way, and as we go into this next year, your boy, we got a big surprise for y'all because we're going to start playing a new game. But it's still going to be a lot of weightlifting, but you'll see. Just a little teaser for now. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, you know what it is. Whoops, sorry. That might burn.